Hustle and Grind 100.9. This is Rock. What's good, people?
What's up? It's your boy Zero.
Yeah,
we got some special guests in the building.
Very special guests. Very special guests. Perth City stand-up for Bace Kadet and your main man, Shadow.
Yeah.
What's good, fellas? What's good? What's
How we
good?
doing, boys?
Man, we're not bad at all. It's good to see you guys.
Yeah.
It's good to have you in the studio finally.
No ISO, no, what's that social distancing?
That's exactly right.
So making sure we're following the rules, right?
Make sure
Absolutely. There's
everyone's
at
a
least
meter
2 meters
apart.
between
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
I added an extra meter just cause.
That's right. I didn't even bring my meter tape to check it.
That's what's up. So yeah, fellas, like to start off with the conversation, I was just going to say, how's it been like sort of having to adjust to the situation recently? Because
gigs,
not being able to do gigs, having people in the
it's been
studio.
different for us because like we haven't been linking up with like the first start of ISO was just like everyone was just like isolated because you couldn't really do anything, you know?
Absolutely.
But like I've got fucking heaps of new music, heaps of new music. So in a way it worked out well. So I was just locked up in a place that I could just work on music and work on some new stuff that
force you to be a bit more productive.
Exactly.
Big creative holiday, you know?
100%.
Big creative holiday.
Exactly. It's just a writing trip for me. So like I used my time wisely. I'm pretty sure Bace was. Oh, we actually did a trip. Didn't we do the COVID era?
Yeah, and we did Vice. We did a Vice live stream.
Oh, we did a Vice live stream for Vice.
That was like a probably like a 40-minute set.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
Wow.
So yeah, that was
That's pretty big.
That was
intense.
sweet.
It was pretty
You would have
weird,
been
but-
mad posh, bro.
Like trying to like turn up in a room like this, not even this big, bro. It's like that big, and it's like.
What I always find funny about those lives is people like looking at the screens like, see what's going on.
That's the bad thing I feel like, because then you get caught up with the people that are talking shit, and you're like, oh, these.
You're like, you think you can rap, man?
I'll show you who raps. I'll show you.
I was creeping down and like sneaking up and looking from the side
through.
so you couldn't see my face in the front.
No, but ISO's been good, man. Like the last and with the shows and stuff, the money still comes in with the music, which is alright.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Congratulations on the streams, by the way.
Oh, thank you, bro.
And you
doing
just got
numbers,
signed a
baby.
golden era as well, eh?
Yes, I signed a new deal. Actually, no one knows. This is exclusive for my Noongar.
That's what we do at Hustle and Grind.
Exactly. So this is exclusive. I signed a new deal with Golden Era, but it's some singles. We're just gonna run some singles this year and then just go hard next year. Wait for this tour.
Dude, every smart rapper knows singles is where you start from, bro. You know what I mean? Because it's like your resume.
It's a step on the ladders, you know, and then you get to the top.
And when you drop your album, you'll be making that coin.
That's it, bro. So it's just the singles, run that, and then just build momentum until I get to where I want to drop an EP. But I feel like today, people don't have attention span for albums, man.
No.
It's just like fucking.
EPs
Give him
the best
five
way to go.
tracks.
Five tracks,
Yeah, five tracks here and there.
Even singles are the
You
way
have
to go.
20
Good
there, bro,
singles.
and it's...
That's it. That's 5 EPs. You just drop it. That's like 2 years worth of work, 3 years worth of work. So
And people will hype that more.
exactly, bro. 100%.
Like I was saying before, like singles are like resumes because you have that and everyone's like, oh, so that's what he can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
That's else
okay.
he can do. And you
And you can change it up like quicker.
That's
you know what I mean?
exactly
Instead of having it to be over an album, you can do one vibe, another vibe, and another vibe, all within like months. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Like 6 months.
It's not full on. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing I reckon I fucked up with my EP was or I found out I learned the hard way.
Yeah.
Maybe not to some people, but to me, what I feel like. With an album or EP, some people don't digest some of your good tracks. So you look at your bangers, and then it just gets slept on. Where if you're releasing it as singles, they have to listen to that motherfucker.
No, absolutely.
So they have to listen to
And they'll
it.
run it up.
Exactly, bro. So they'll run through that, and then it can process and go through ya.
Did you find on your EP like the song you thought was going to be the best wasn't?
Ooh, that is a fucking good question, bro. I don't even know.
That's a humbling question.
I know as an artist, you know, as an artist,
100%.
For me,
feel
League
like
of My
one
Own
song-
always went off like hard at
It's
shows.
just, League of My Own.
And Cream was like the title, like single,
the
obviously.
single. So
But-
the single was like the way they did it. Like it looks on the streams, it looks like Cream is more because Cream was on there earlier because it was a single before the EP.
Right.
Yeah.
But I reckon. Fuck, man. My City or
My City.
probably.
I think My City's probably
League of My
your-
Own is probably
That's your
like
calling card right there. You know what I
100%.
mean?
Like that was like probably the.
Yeah, well,
ones
sorry,
that-
did mean My City because at the
Yeah,
shows that was the
My
one
City
that
was
you
the one that
changed
was
it to
proper.
each state.
Each state,
you know, like
each state. So each state we went to when we did the My City tour.
Yeah.
We did so we'd go to Melbourne and then we'd go to fucking Sydney. Where else would we go? Brizzy.
Yeah, Adelaide.
That-
South of the Hoods.
Yeah, we
Was
did,
that just your
Adelaide
own
as well.
tour, not with the...
No, this was the Hoods one
The
that we
Hoods,
did.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
this was the My City tour I'm talking about.
Oh,
Let
sorry.
people know about that as well.
This was the
brother.
start of
The
this year.
Hoods tour. Yeah, we haven't spoken
You
about it.
both went on the tour. Let us know how it went.
It was crazy, man. Like, Shadow just called me up one day. He's like, bro, you know, like, da-da-da-da-da. Basically, we're going on tour with the Hoods, you know, pack the bags, you know. I was like, man, it's actually really
That's
happening.
a dream.
That's been out there. What the fucked up thing was, we were living in Beck in episode of The White. Like, the signal's pretty shitty there with Vodafone.
Yeah.
Not shouting out 5G yet. This corona shit. But
keep them towels away from
keep them towels away. But yeah, there was like the label manager called me, was like, hello, and then I was like, yeah, what's going on, man? And then he was like, yeah, Hilltop Hoods, and then it cut out for a bit, and he's like, tour, Australian tour, and then it cut out a bit, and it was like 1,500 to show, and I was like, oh yeah, easy. And then just heard the money, just heard that, and I was like, sweet. And then fucking goes down the line, I was like, fuck yeah, and then it was like, pay your own way, and I was like, oh. But to some people that like chasing bags and that, and like fuck that. I chase.
It's not about that,
nah,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
You make the connects, man, because the connects is what makes you money in everything.
And you get out what you put in.
It's the ultimate like networking trick.
100%, bro. So you use it as a network, and like they family as well, because they're Golden Era. They invented the label. So it was just an honor to be like, to me, bro. Like I could happily retire and not rap ever. I wouldn't be able to do that. It's like it's fun, bro.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, I could say like, if I had to retire tomorrow, I'd be happy as fuck.
No, that's
happy
awesome,
as I've done like shit that I've dreamt about. It's just like been marked off already. Like all tracks with like people that I've listened to, like all the Golden Era things. Like just to be on that label is like big for me, bro.
It's big for Australian.
Yeah, it's good, bro. 100%.
Growing up, you knew who Golden Era was,
bro.
And then like you would have never thought that day was gonna come.
100%. No, especially that label. It was just like.
For some people at home that don't really know about Golden Era, like drop off some names.
So Golden Era was started by the Hoods, Hilltop Hoods, in Adelaide, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And at the moment we are got on the team. We've got Scrub, we've got Jess War, female artist. Shout out Jess War. We've got the brother Briggs.
Yeah.
You know Briggs.
We actually spoke to him on the phone like not too long ago.
AB Original Trials as well.
Oh yeah, we've got Trials. We've got AB Original, both of them. We've got Morns, and we've got K21.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's good.
Was K21 from here originally?
Nah, he's from Adelaide, I think.
Oh,
and then he moved to Melbourne for a bit. I'm not too sure on that. But yeah, I think a lot of them are Adelaide. And we've got Purpose as well. Shout out Purpose. But like most of them are Adelaide crew. Purpose is sick.
Yeah.
So Scrub. Yeah, Scrub as well.
Bace.
Yeah.
Two championships, man.
Three.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm in the fucking presence of a legend right now. I need to put some respect on you.
Two in a row.
Also, let people know what it is you do, man, because a lot of people don't understand how hard it is to be a DJ, especially a successful one nowadays. You know?
So I was learning to DJ and decided I'd take the battle side of it, which is more like a head-to-head.
That's where the heads go, man. If you don't respect Primo, you don't respect some of the greatest.
Some of those tracks is what got me into it, you know, like figuring out that that's how to make that sound, you know, and then I sort of just obsessed over it like you would with like a video game or something like that.
So we would be with rapping, he would be with scratching, you know what I mean? We'd hear a bar and be like, oh fuck, that was fresh, where you hear scratching.
You hear a cut, you're like, oh!
Exactly.
He's like, I got that. Yeah,
and then
that's crazy.
Because it wasn't a big thing, like with the DMCs, like, well, not a big thing, but with not many people doing it, like I naturally just went to the DMCs and like I just went hard at that because it was like there wasn't really there's not a massive scene, exactly. So I was like, I've just got to go in to win, you know what I mean? And then like the first time I maybe come like 5th or something, and then like
you're like, nah,
got all the feedback. I'm like,
I'm gonna come back.
I'm like, okay, so my hands, I'm gonna lose 70% of my motor skills on that stage. You know, like what I can do in my bedroom, I'm not gonna be able to do on this. I'm gonna get my homie Dip knocking the table and stuff. You know, so it's like things like that.
Get you ready. People screaming shit out.
Yeah, and then I came back, won it. Defended it, and then I lost to Mid-Soul 2 years ago, but he went on to win the Nationals and then came 4th in the world, you know, so he deserved that one.
With winning those, you got to go to Nationals as well.
So then once you won the state heat, you go to Nationals, and that's like your prize, essentially, that's what you're battling for, and then if you win the Australian, that's between the states, and you go to London. So the best I've come is 4th. Mid-Soul 2 years ago, WA first WA. Came 4th the second time I won.
That's dope.
So like Michael Phelps at fucking.
But yeah, big shout out to Mid-Soul. You know, he killed it. He was the highest placing WA guy ever. So you know, that was big. And then year after, he didn't need a battle because he was the defending Oz champ. So they get the free ticket straight to the Nationals. So then I was able to just come through and sweep WA again, which was good.
And then, are you like a Lab 6 alumni?
Yes, I am. So big shout out to Lab 6, Zeke and Luke.
This is Zeke's
That's where it all started.
No doubt.
So
Zeke's
shout out
test
Zeke.
tube,
I'm pretty sure it was Zeke that did some stuff with DJ Qbert.
Yes.
And that he's at the top of it.
So Zeke won the Qbert Scratch University, which was like an online sort of place you could learn and send in videos, and he won the first ever valedictorian.
That's crazy.
So
man.
then Qbert flew him out to San Fran. He got to stay in Qbert's house, which for like all Scratch DJs and battle guys is like a legendary.
That's a legendary pad.
It's a legendary pad. He's got like this big octagon table.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What, did you want to let people know what years you won that as well?
2016, 17, and 19.
Oh,
So
shit.
When
the
things
reigning
open up, you're
champion.
looking for
reigning champion
21 as well.
Yeah, I may I may step down this year.
As a manager,
As
I've heard he's taking a break. Or we coming back stronger as a motherfucker. We're going to London. We're going to London. We're taking out the world.
straight up.
Hit me up to judge this year if you want.
Yeah, 100%.
I've seen some of those competitions. It's crazy what some people pull out. They pull out like rugby balls and like pool cues and stuff.
The New Zealand guy last year, the world champ, did a basketball spin on his finger, and was doing the juggle while he was spinning the ball. You know, like
that's crazy.
Good.
I'm pretty sure not too long ago there was a set with Primo and Pete Rock that was in Perth. Were you there?
I wasn't, because I think I'm banned from the venue, unfortunately.
yeah,
that goes way back. Yeah, that's another story.
That was probably like one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
I've never been there. I didn't go to that show. What did I miss? I missed Nas, Illmatic.
I went to that. Yeah.
I missed Das Effects, bro. I was too young for that.
Yeah.
I missed The Far Side.
I missed Wu-Tang, so that's...
we went to see
That was like as soon as that got announced, that was like, yep, open a separate savings account for that. You know, it was good.
Bro, to tell the truth, man, ODB's son is like ODB.
Yeah, he sounds like him, yeah.
Crazy, like the whole same persona. Exact same, bro. Exact same. The dreads.
I fucking love that, man.
Bro, it was crazy.
Flex alert, Method Man took my joint.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up.
But he goes, but this mixed with tobacco. I was like, that's
like, welcome to Australia.
Like, it's fun, dog.
Bro, we're in the opera house. Why are you complaining?
Yeah, exactly.
They don't let any black person in.
Let alone smoke.
I think Briggs had to pass to interview RZA.
That's
100%.
But so we kind of just we dived into the conversation straight away. For the laymen's at home, people that don't necessarily know who you guys are, give them a quick synopsis,
quick rundown.
I'm Bace Kadet. I'm the three-time WA DMC champion, and I run the decks up for Shadow on our tours, on our shows, representing the OD clan.
Yep.
What clan?
OD clan.
What clan?
The OD clan.
It doesn't mean overdose. It means oh damn.
That's the first
let them know. Let them know.
Just let them know. We don't condone.
No drug abuse.
It doesn't mean
No.
Oh damn.
Yeah, my name is Shadow. I'm just a Perth native, but from South Africa, and here to represent WA, man. That's all I've been here to do.
That's what's up, man.
100%. And shout out my boy Zero. Zero's been here from the start, grinding like same boat, bro. 100%. So yeah.
Much love.
Trust me.
With going on tour, how was it just going into all those crowds?
Bro.
Was it just like something out of that world? Because I've seen his boys, and we've all done gigs together when there's only like two people in the crowd. And they go to a whole packed out.
It's a very organised rundown, isn't it? You know.
Alright, so I'll tell you.
Except we've just got free range almost. You know, the artists, it's like everything's so organised.
But stories are coming out.
We got there the first. So we did. Melbourne was the first stop, and Melbourne was supposed to be 2 shows. It was supposed to be a show the first night, then the show on the Saturday. So Friday, Saturday. Get there, prepare the set. Go and play it. One of the tracks, beats, was actually not mastered, so I didn't want to fuck the the vibe up from going low to high.
Yeah.
So we just pulled the track like on stage. We just said, "No, we won't play that," but we didn't tell the crowd anything.
Yeah.
So we left like 3 minutes or 2 minutes early.
Yeah.
And we're thinking, we killed this set. Blah blah blah.
We're very nervous though.
For starters, like nervous, crazy, bro. Like,
almost like did we kill it? We hope so.
Like I remember going out and being like, oh yeah, this is sick, this is massive. Going back, having a drink, and then coming to have a look when fucking Hilltop Hoods or like when people were coming in.
Nino Brown.
Bro, like Nino Brown, was spinning. Yeah. and fucking bro, it was already like 8,000 people or some shit.
Pouring in like water. You know, you're just watching. It's like being a basketball
and that's when it was just like, but for me, I feel like, I don't know about you, but like when I get on stage, I just get tunnel vision. I can't see no colours.
Everything goes black.
Just focus on me and bass, and that's just it.
As long as making sure, boom.
That's it. 100%.
Something about your heart rate hits that perfect rhythm where you're like,
bro, damn, I never
it's like what's that movie called?
Limitless.
That's it. The pill.
But like, it's almost like the subtle calmness. You're so calm.
Yeah, it's just calm, but you just bro, it's fucking.
It would have felt like a dream. Like,
that's what. But it's just like still to this day, it still hasn't like sunk in to be like, what the fuck?
Because like the vibe on that tour sort of like this is because obviously they're very professional and it's like run to a T because these are at massive stadiums.
Their scheduling,
the security,
there's a rundown,
the movements, the go karts moving you around. You know the tags.
That would have been cool on the go karts.
Yeah, that was sweet, bro. Because like once you got that artist tag, so at shows like this, once you get your artist tag, you've just got access to the food, access to
that's all he was doing was eating. Loading up laying on the carpet, man. Shout out the catering.
Shout out the food. Shout out the catering.
You got a bag, you're just like, I'm gonna need this for later.
No, but they're like Bace was saying, they were hell like tough on us because like the first night I thought we killed it, and we skipped that song. And then as soon as I got off, man, like the tour, the stage, is the stage manager? Stage manager was just like, what the fuck was that?
Oh wow.
We finished 2 minutes late, like bro, it just drilled me. So we went straight out green room. Put a new song straight away, came back the next night, killed it. And ever since then, like, just been smashing. And I feel like
a bit of tough love.
Yeah, it's been a lot of tough love, bro. It was good.
With Pressure and Suffer, we spoke to them before and after, and they're such good dudes, man. They make us feel so comfortable and so
like family.
I'll tell you what, they're watching, man. Like people think, oh, they're so big in the scene and that. They're watched, bro. They know a lot. Like they even knew my missus' name without even meeting her before. Like it was crazy. Like they
genuine passionate guys.
They do their homework, man. They're really good.
Genuine passionate guys.
Like, oh, bro, there's nothing worse than meeting your fucking idols and they're cocksuckers, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what's the famous saying? Never meet your idols.
And in this case, it's a good thing. They're sitting at even a higher standard than before I'd met them. You know, that's the point. So meeting them like that, you know,
it's like a coach that you respect.
Literally
drilling in sport. You know,
literally a coach.
So in the case of the Hilltop Hoods, meet your heroes.
Meet your heroes.
Yeah. When it comes to the Hoods, meet them. If you get a chance to hit the Hoods, meet them for sure, 100%. But that tour was good, man. And then after that, we rolled into the My City tour. We did like 3 tours that year.
Was that just all first by yourselves?
First we did Shadow to get his name out there.
So we did Apocalypse first, and then we did straight on to Hilltop Woods like the next week, and then chilled for a bit, and then we went to the My City tour. Did I drop My City after Cream?
Yeah, Cream was first.
Cream first.
Yeah.
But Cream was in circle for ages.
This is a professional artist, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay. Not tuning into the wrong show.
How was it going?
You get too busy, man. You get too busy.
How was it going to perform at other like states? Like
what was the first one? So shout out to Fracture. Fracture was the first dude to get me on because I started out like doing grime shows and that, and I was doing dubstep shows here and there. And then Fracture linked up and he was like, "Yo, do you want to come to Melbourne with Bace and McShane as well?" He was like, "You want to come through to Melbourne?" Blah 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 blah. I didn't get to go the first trip for 50/50 fully grime. It was a big event, bro. And then they went the first one that they went to and it didn't look that packed. And then the one that, so I was like not that keen. Bro, the next one that we went to was whoa, bro. Like it just pretty crazy. Big. Like the
packed out,
crazy. Like the vibe
early
was just insane. Got my first 2 reloads and then met Fracture, which was probably like the godfather in my eyes for my era. Like because he's just helps people, bro. Like people that you look at, like I live in some like chill and shit, bro. Like he gave people a lane to progress with. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, you can do this, and you can get further. It's just up to you. You know.
You see all these boys now. They're
blowing, bro. 100%. All those boys we were all together in one room, bro. At one time. You know what I mean? Like get bodied. That's where like the first started, like 111 even.
And like seeing Fracture and Dime and Scotty Hines and like the way they just sort of rise to that sort of like mentor level and
yeah, it's
like,
good, man, and not like gronks or arrogant people about it. They're actually like mentors. I've actually seen one of those boys pull one of the other boys aside and be like, you don't need to rap about this stuff. We need to be educating our youth, you know what I mean? And I was like, that is like something, exactly, bro. It's not like
a real brother.
So they're good people for sure.
On that topic, so you look across the landscape now in hip hop in Australia specifically, like it is like complete difference to where it was like 10 years ago. So like
massive.
In your eyes, like from back then to now, what do you see that's the biggest differences that's popped up? Like as far as like
bro.
the style,
trend following,
people,
bro. Trend following. So like, I feel like a lot of people have lost originality. Yeah. And like without originality, there's no longevity. Yeah. Put that shit on a shirt. Without originality, there's no longevity. That's how I feel for sure. And like, I feel like there's a lot of trends going on now, and the people are banging, like, but it'll fade out. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are just the fans are just there for the moment. Some of their fans are just there to see what they do on Instagram Live. You know what I mean? Like,
straight up.
But that's how I feel like this. But in another way, it's good because there's more music to listen to. You can never get enough of more music, no matter what genre, what style. Like it's crazy to see people getting encouraged to come out as well. Like the Polynesian sides of thing now, bro, it's crazy. Like crazy.
To be fair,
crazy.
like I mean, growing up here as well as a kid, I never really saw African brothers rapping either. So
neither, bro.
It's just awesome to see such a melting pot.
It was all just like. Just the white
boys,
you know?
That's it. Just smashing it.
It's the age of DIY now, so you don't need to know the person.
Exactly.
Like we've got an Asian boy in our crew, Monk, and he's like one of the hardest grime MCs that I know in Australia.
You think you'd be a black fella the way he talks?
Bro, proper.
That's
proper. But no, 100%, man. Like
it's the age of the DIY, so there's a lot more good and bad coming. You know, not bad. There's just a lot more in general. So it's like there's going to be a bit of a filter.
You can go and just do this, you know.
It's a free market in that sense.
Exactly.
Like back in the day, there was a monopoly.
Bro,
you had
there is
the studios,
to be
record labels. That you had to go through the chain.
Way better now.
Absolutely.
I think how many people would have blown up if it was like that back in the day.
Exactly. And I feel like the labels are more.
They're more
needy now. They're needy.
Okay.
It's not more like fucking.
Because no one's making that sound.
Nah, bro. Like no one cares about the labels anymore. Like you don't need the.
You don't need it. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Most people are like independent artists these days. You make a lot more money that way.
Unless you're touring stadiums, you don't really need the label.
No,
you can just get your boy to fucking do all the accounting, managing for you.
Insane that, but if you've got a good label, man, like fucking like Golden Arrow is one good label that. I was never in it for money. Yeah. But the way they treat me as a person is fucking.
Like one of the boys.
Like family, bro. Like, it's just crazy, and that's why I'm still here with them. Otherwise, I would have told them go get fucked, you dogs.
You were gonna say something?
Oh yeah, just like on that question you asked with like hip hop, you know, I feel like Australia is such a multinational place that it's like 30 years behind the US, you know. So we've got all these different niche. Like different artists dipping into different sounds because they've got the platforms in Australia to keep going. You know? So there's always going to be the trends and copycats, and the strongest will like follow through.
The cream rises to the top, baby.
So, Bace, you just dropped a couple mixes, eh?
Yep.
Do you want to let the people know?
Yeah, so I've got, if you head to my SoundCloud, which is soundcloud.com/Bace Kadet, which is spelled BACE. Let
them know.
Kadet, but I've done Aussie Rules Mix 1, which is all Australian artists.
Leaked my song.
Leaked the song. It got recorded from the mix.
That's when you know you're
So the second mix got some air horn samples, a bit more little sound. Had to chuck that over, you know, good breeze. But so I'm on, I've got so Aussie Rules mixtape. I've got 1 and 2 out at the moment. That's with DJ L Street.
Is there another one?
And we're going to just keep going. Because I mean, as far like we're saying, there's so much music to do. So we're going to get everyone, you know.
100%, that's good.
We can do the Indigenous round, you know, the whole lot. There's so many ideas to come from it.
This could be like DJ Drama's mixtapes back in the day.
Exactly.
If you wanted to do a DJ Drama, if you wanted to do a mixtape, DJ Drama was the guy.
DJ Rectangle.
Bro, that was
Exactly. Because it's Aussie Rules, you can do the Indigenous round. And there's literally like the AFL, you know.
That's what's up.
And then did one for JD too. Quick shout outs to JD Sports, kicking me out to do a little mix for them, which was good to keep me busy.
Here's a free idea for a mix. You could do Coming to Australia, just African bros on there.
There you go.
I got you. I'll do sound bites for you.
Bro, the AFL have multicultural round, so incorporate that one.
So you boys just got sponsored as well, eh?
Not particularly. So it's just more or less like one-off sort of trades, collaborations. You'd more say, you know.
They have your number.
Yeah.
And you're
That's
on their
a start. That's a
side.
good start.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Like I think it's always like you wait till the iron's hot before you start, get going. So they're like, oh, we see you. That's a good start.
Foot in the door.
And they're for the culture. A lot of these places are realising that, Aussie music's a big thing.
No, absolutely.
How did it feel like modelling their clothes?
It was wicked, bro. You know what I mean? Not having to.
Not having
to. The best part. Didn't have to put my card details in to get the clothes. I was like,
Got home with a new wardrobe.
Yeah, I was like, it was mint, shout out to you, it was awesome.
With the music that you guys do and all the stuff that you guys have done so far, like, where do you see yourselves, like, where are you trying to get to in the next few years, you know what I mean?
What's your vision?
Yeah. You can go first, Shadow.
I don't have, like, a vision, I just have, like, I just want to keep releasing music, and, like, I feel like I just keep thinking to myself, if I keep doing what I was doing, I'm going to continue to keep going up, because that's what got me here, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Trust
if I do it
instincts,
harder, it's going to get me there faster and further, I think. So I've been putting in a lot more work, in behind the scenes and rather on the. I feel like we've done so many fucking shows the last year that I lost motivation for just shows. I just wanted to make music. I couldn't
and you didn't have that
get back in the studio.
Yeah, man, I just haven't had no time, and I needed to go back in the studio. So like after the Hoods tour, I had all this motivation and all this new shit to write about, but when I came to paper, there's just like nothing, just don't blur.
You needed
so I needed
break.
to fuck music off for a bit. So like I did some painting and stuff like that, and then it just like come back to it, and now I've got like 15 tracks ready to go, man. Like real, fucking bangers.
Like 3 EPs right there.
Bro, all different styles as well.
Straight up.
With the creative process, it's like you never want to just like beat your head against the wall.
No,
doing the same thing.
100%, bro.
So mixing it up, man. Go play some ball for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Like we just like so it was like genres as well. It was like with me, like you asked for 5 years. Like it's always like people think you're a grime artist. People think you're a fucking boom bap artist.
You're a hip hop artist, man.
I'm a musician.
Yeah, exactly. You're an artist. You're an artist.
I'm an artist. So like,
you can make whatever you want.
Exactly, bro. So what?
If Stormzy can sing, Shadow can do whatever the fuck he wants.
We've got some bangers on the way. Like that's just different.
Any big features?
Country western.
I've got. There's a COVID era. Actually, a mixtape coming out with Golden Era. It's called the COVID Era. There's a track there with me, Scrub, Morns, and Trigger Trials from Aboriginal.
Yeah, dope.
That track, for anyone that doesn't know, drop Russell Coy. Go check that out. You can see me on 1-800_Shadow. That's the Instagram, and click the link in the bio to stream it everywhere.
We're gonna be playing it after we wrap it up. For sure.
And it's a Friday, so turn up.
That's what's up, baby.
That's what's up.
Awesome grind. That's what we do.
100%.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been talking for ages. We could talk for another hour or two. But I'm gonna say, this is the hardest question we ask everyone. Top 5, and we'll start with you, Shadow. We'll go over to Bace.
And
for you, we'll make it top 5 DJs or producers or beat makers.
DJs.
And then obviously you got the hard one.
Top 5 rappers.
Do you want to?
Okay, so this isn't a situation where it's like it's not your top 5 of all time.
Yeah.
But it's your top 5. Say if someone walked in the room right now with a gun to your head and was like, "Yo, you're gonna die. You have to listen. You can only listen to these 5 for the rest of the time or not, right?" Yeah.
But like, what if this person is dead? Can he still make new music?
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Like,
dog.
That's it. No, it doesn't matter who. Yeah.
Big L, Big Pun.
Yeah.
I'll get Nas.
Yeah.
Damn. Top 5. This is
3 more.
That's a fucking heavy 3.
Heather B.
Heather B. Yeah, from
the chick.
Yeah, she was sway in the morning.
That's the one, bro. Heather
Dude,
B.
she's fire, man.
And just to spice it up for the girl rapper, you know what I mean? And number 5, Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill. She's not even a girl rapper. She's just an amazing artist. Yeah.
If it was like a gun pointed to my head and it was like 5 artists you would like work with or listen to for the rest of your life, that's just 5 artists, bang, just because it's all different music.
No, absolutely, man. That kind of covers the whole broad.
That was a hard question, bro. I said Big L and Big Pun, didn't I?
And Nas. You
said that like they were like holding your gun. You said our names.
He was, man. He was.
You got a bunch of new documentaries coming out?
Bro, did you see what happened?
No, what happened?
So Mass Appeal have released a shitty documentary about the Big L legacy. Did not put Lord Finesse in it. Did not put Big L's parents or anything in it.
No DITC members.
No DITC members.
Don't worry about that, man.
So what happens is they took it down, and I think they're remaking it with the DITC members and everything. So it has to happen, bro. It has to happen.
Why would you?
I've been waiting years.
That makes no sense to me, man. That's crazy.
100%. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching that shit once it comes out.
Yeah, facts.
100%.
Bace, hit him with the top 5.
Top 5 DJs. Number 1 would have to be DJ Craze.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
we
what's
know
up,
the man. We know the G.
Yeah.
Number 2, A-Track. So yeah, as a young white fella, he was always inspiring
A-Track was
me.
fire, man.
And then we got Zeke Beats. So he was probably my biggest influence as far as like mentor.
And he's from Perth, man. Like the closest thing for you to have as like a.
And then closely tied in with him.
How do you know to get to that point?
And then Luke Chan closely tied in with him. It's like a 3.5 there.
Yeah, 3.5.
And then 4 would have to be DJ Rectangle. Like just listening to him for me is such a pleasure to the ear.
That's
and then DJ Premier. So
that's just the god. Yeah.
See, one thing about DJ Premier is it's rare to find a DJ that has a signature scratch sound.
Yeah.
Like you know it's his track.
Beats,
it's
bro.
like and the production is stupid, man.
Honourable shout out to DJ Debris for paving the way. Him and DJ Ism paving the way.
That's what's
Do you
up.
boys have any shout outs before we?
Yeah, homies, friends, families.
I want to shout out all the boys in the 5-7 in Maida, Forey, Morley, Beachborough. Anyone that's listening right now, we shout you out. Thank you for listening, and all my black people.
This
Love
is Bace
too
Kadet.
much.
Yeah.
Shout out the OD clan. Shout out the boys listening down in Morley. This is me and Shadow. We love speaking to you. Cheers for having us in, eh?
I can't wait to come back, man.
Can't wait to have you guys back in for like a performance session. We got that.
I was ready.
We got that
ready for that, and then I got told, so I'll be waiting for that hustle.
Yeah.
That's waiting for the call.
And the good thing about it, brother, is it's not just rappers as well.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Come in and do your thing as well.
Yeah.
Get this
and it'll be there.
Scratching. Let's do it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
For sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bace Kadet and Shadow. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I was going to say ladies and gentlemen, but ladies and gentlemen,
ladies and
this is here as well. Respect.
Big shout out to Guy Dip Dye, Dub Dip, sitting next to us. Shout out.
Big up one. Wadani mob, Balladong mob, all the Noongars. Straight up.
That's right.
That's what's up. So yeah, we're gonna go on with Russell Coy. Why not?
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Hustle and grind.
100.9, baby. We'll be right back. Peace.